Hi there, Elite here with a new process video, and this one is using the March kits from HipKit Club. This is the layout I will be creating, and I had a lot of fun making it. So right when I saw this paper, this pattern paper, and it's by Pink Fresh Studio from their Felicity collection, I got the idea of cutting some elements of it out. My original idea, I think I got it on video, is I used my X-Acto knife to cut out just the colorful parts on one side, and then I wanted to use that whole piece of paper also with the gray lines, yeah, like that, on my layout. And I'm just trying out different things. I tried all the pattern papers, but you know, surprise, surprise, I think that one actually looks really well with the blue one. I just thought it looked the best on white cardstock. What can I say? I'm addicted to white cardstock. Then I thought about something like this, you know, it's kind of like a scene, reminds me of a fence with all the trees and the birds. That's a really cute idea, but I don't know, I was just not feeling it and not really going in that direction. So I used my X-Acto knife and cut out that colorful piece also from the other side. And now I'm just going to add some splatters. I took some Shimmers mists or spray inks in some colors that coordinate with the kits, the papers, and some of the embellishments. And I'm just adding splatters, which is really fun. And you don't have to, you know anything about paint or watercolor or anything like that to do this. You just do that, what I'm doing now with the nozzle of the mist. And I'm just adding them. You see in the middle there, I'm not really adding a lot because my photo is going to go there. So, why try? Obviously, you will get the best splatter exactly where you know it's going to be hidden. That's the cruel reality of adding splatters. I'm joking, but somehow I always have the prettiest splatter exactly where, I need to cover it up. Hi, the troubles of a scrapbooker. So, yeah, I wanted to go from kind of the warm pink into the cooler pinks and then the blue, but it's not really important. You might want to keep in mind, if you're doing this with a lot of different colors, I'm kind of using only pinks and a little bit of blue, but if you're using colors from the whole color wheel, then you might consider letting the splatters dry before you add another color, because you risk mixing them and creating some unwanted muddy shades. So I already placed a few things on my layout. I built this little banner from the Ellie Studio ephemera pack that I think it came in the Project Life kit. And I don't know, I thought it looked really cute because the photo, you can see there, it's me and my baby girl, and we're just playing, and there's the wall behind us, and in the photo, it's like this white space. So I thought it would be really cool to put that little banner and kind of like, it's hanging on the wall or something like that. That's the association I had. And I really like this photo. It's just capturing a little moment, and I'm laughing there. It's really sweet. And I have to tell you that I took this photo myself, with a timer obviously, but I'm sure some of you can relate if you have young children and you're home alone with the kids most of the day. And yeah, there's nobody that can take my picture. I take obviously a lot of pictures of the baby and my other daughter, but I want also to be in those photos. So I have this feature in my camera. I upgraded for my last birthday. I switched to a new camera after 10 years with my DSLR. I had a Nikon, and I actually switched to Fujifilm and got a mirrorless camera, which I am completely in love with, and I'm so happy that I made the switch. I could talk about this, for a really long time. Not that I'm some camera expert, but it was a big decision to not buy a new DSLR, but I decided that for me, for the next years, mirrorless is much better. And I know it's not connected to scrapbooking. Well, it kind of is, or to the kids. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, if you've noticed, I don't know, I've got some comments about my photos and how do I get them to look so nice. It has to do a lot with the camera. With this new camera, I hardly need to do anything in post-production, in Photoshop to edit the photos, because it's just so amazing. And anyway, one of the nice things about it, but I think probably every new camera, every camera in the last 10 years probably has something similar, is that you can set it to take pictures every X amount of time for as long as you want, kind of. So I think I did here, like, I put it's like a self-timer, but then it takes a photo, I think, every 20 seconds for a few minutes. And, we're just playing. It's something we do every single day, but I never have a picture of it. So I have a few really, really cute photos. That one of them is on this layout, and then another is in my project life. And I really like it. And, making a photo black and white can really help. I mean, that whole area in that room is very colorful, and, my house is not designed like some Pinterest house. So the black and white really helps everything just look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner, and also the extra benefit is that I can go crazy with whatever color scheme I want on my layout. So that's a plus for using black and white photos. Okay, so I'm building my clusters, and the main one, the big one, is going to be there on the left side of the photo. And just a few things I'm keeping in mind when I'm building these clusters and when I'm looking for things in my stash, in my kits, to add to it. I'm thinking about shapes. I'm thinking about, so for example, if I have circular shapes in one cluster, I want to add it in the other one. If I have hearts, then I'll try to add hearts. I'm thinking about color. So add those pink and gray and blue, try to add them to all my embellishment clusters. And I'm thinking of texture. So for example, if I'm using puffy sticker, then I want to use a puffy sticker in all my clusters. And at the end, I'm going to add these little wooden embellishments that we got in the kits, also from Pink Fresh Studio. And I'm also going to add that to each cluster. So these things help the layout look, the design look cohesive and intentional. So that's just part of my process as I'm thinking what to add where. And yeah, this is probably, I think, the third or fourth layout I created with the kits. There is no way I'm going to kill the kits this month. There's just so much stuff in them, but I'll definitely do my best, or at least take out my most favorite pieces and try to use them. I have, I think, a lot of videos that I filmed, and I just don't get around to editing them and posting them. I post my weekly video tutorials for hip kids, and that's always the great motivation, because it's part of my obligations as a design team member, but I'm really happy that I have that motivation, because otherwise, at the end of the day, I love making videos, but the most enjoyable part for me is creating the layout. So if I have a choice, I always choose to scrapbook and not do video editing, especially with, my limited time. So I don't know if you saw that, but there was like this flower that had that blue shade in it. I wanted that blue shade because there's a flower on the left side of the photo with that blue. And there was one other flower that had that blue, but it had these big petals, and I didn't want them. So I just cut out the center, and then I have a blue element also in that cluster. So, just think outside the box a bit and use your supplies. For example, if you have an embellishment and it's not working for you, but you want just a piece of it because of the color or something like that, then just cut it out. I mean, as long as it ends up on your page, nobody said it has to stay complete and uncut. I love doing that. I really love customizing my supplies and to make them work for my layout design. So adding some puffy stickers, and I really like that bird. I'm not sure it makes it to the page because I think it was a little bit out of place. And yeah, I guess I could add a few lines about this, but I just wrote that mommy and baby, mommy and Lily in this case, and I think it's just, you can see the story in the photo. It's just, I don't think a lot of words are necessary here. Some photos really, how do you say it, express, I guess, the story better than my words could. So it's not always like that, but I think in this case it is. So sorry I'm a bit babbling, just trying to use up nap time and do the voiceover for this video. I really love the layouts that I created this month. So I think this one is the third one on my weekly post, so check out my channel for the previous ones. I also do a share video at the beginning of each, well, not month, but when I get my kit, I always do a share video and I show you what's in the kits, so you can see. And then I start creating, and I try to do kill a kit videos with very partial success. Sorry about that. If only there were more hours in the day. So that's my finished layout. I hope you enjoyed this and feel inspired to play with your supplies. Have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye.